Why do I use the term Big Ben to refer to the entire clock tower as well as the bell inside? Great question. So I actually didn't train as a historian at university, I studied linguistics. And in linguistics, you learn about the difference between prescriptive and descriptive grammar. Prescriptive rules are like you'd find in a style guide, so that's like never end a sentence with a preposition, never split an infinitive. Whereas linguists these days tend to be more interested in descriptive rules, like how do people actually talk? Now, I am aware that when the clock tower was first built in the 1850s, the term Big Ben originally referred to just the biggest bell inside the tower and not the whole tower itself. In fact, the tower didn't have an official name because it's just part of a bigger building. It's part of the Houses of Parliament, just like you don't have a special name for the roof of your house or the chimney. But even in 1858, Big Ben was a nickname for the bell, not an official name. It comes from the newspapers and not from the architect or the bell maker. At the advent of radio, and especially the BBC World Service in the 1920s and 1930s, they started using the chimes of Big Ben to tell the time at the beginning of the hour. So you'd say, oh, I can hear Big Ben, and what you're looking at from the outside is the tower, right? You can't see the bell from the outside. So the term gradually expands to be used for the whole clock tower. And like, if everybody calls it that, then it is called that. That's just what those words mean. If I call it the Elizabeth Tower, which is the official name these days, then I'm going to have to explain what I mean, and that's going to be pointless padding on a video that doesn't need it. I guess I could call it the clock tower commonly known as Big Ben, but again, there's so many extra words. Big Ben isn't the only structure that this happens with. Even in London, the Tower is another really good example. Originally, the tower was called that because it just had one tower, which we now call the White Tower, the bit in the middle, but now it has like 22 of them, and we still call it the Tower, right? But when I talk about the Tower, no one ever tells me, you must be stupid, you mean His Majesty's Palace and Fortress of the Tower of London? The tower is just the bit in the middle. I don't know why, as soon as people get on the internet, they feel the need to, like, CinemaSins ding each other. You know what I mean. There's no need to be condescending like that, man.